No game for the Kings, and they're facing an interconference matchup in today's game. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's on the road tomorrow as the Bulls wrap up this home stretch. Back to Mirotic. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Both teams see Webb coming in very hungry for a win. They need a win, and for clubs that are struggling, in your opinion, how much can one win mean psychologically, turning things around?
One win can change your world. One win can change the total outlook. Every winning streak has to start with that first one. Yeah. And that's how you have to look at it as a struggling team.
Outside Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Cauley Stein. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, and the athleticism of Cauley Stein on the drive is really outstanding. Not many players are equipped to try to stop him, given his insane length.
They get it back. Pass to Booker. And he's off on his first shot of the game. And the Bulls with possession. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Mirotic's shot is off.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now, here is Young. Oh, Griffin in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game. Booker outside. And stolen by Cauley Stein.
Intelligent defense. He reads the play. Gets himself in a perfect position to come up with the steal. Look, a big man with major ups. I mean, Griffin wants to use his athleticism as much as possible.
Stolen by Smart. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, we've seen this before, from Griffin. His dunking ability is off the charts.
Now Westbrook. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Willie Cauley Stein.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Now, here is Young. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And the shot goes down. And that's now 6 points for Blake Griffin.
A poised player in these spots. Pressure doesn't get to Griffin. In fact, it sometimes makes him better.
Westbrook, no good.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really have the same effect.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And for Trae Young, it's a little unfair that he's already being compared to Steph Curry.
Scouts are always going to look for comparisons. And I'm not saying Young is Curry, but many of the strengths and weaknesses are similar. The size and athleticism, the insane range, and both have that it factor.
Now Barton, following the three-point attempt by Nikola Mirotic. Misses from short range. Stolen by Withy. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. And here's Barton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
I think you'll probably see more arguments on those illegal screen calls than just about any other play. Maybe the charge call, but guys never think they're moving.
Castro Linnick from downtown.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Outside Matthews. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Looking at big men around the NBA, which are the best triple threats? Guys who can shoot, drive, and pass out of that screen.
I think of two. One being Anthony Davis. In fact, he can get a shot. He's so quick, and he's a good post-up player as well and can face the basket. And then Marcus Cousins, I don't know if there's a better big man, a better center than when it comes to him. He can take you out on the three-point line. He can dribble and get a three. He can take you out on the three-point line, set a flare screen, catch and shoot the three. He can get it at the three-point line, drive you to the hole, get an and one, and then he can take you on the post and just bully and posterize you as well. So I don't think there's one that comes to mind with a better skill set than Boogie Cousins.
And that list is growing. Cuts off the pass. Here's Fareed. And Fareed throws it down.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Well, of all the troubles the Bulls suffered last season, Chris, rebounding was not one of them.
Would you believe this? I mean, the Bulls have been top 10 in rebounding every year for the last 16 years. And for 3 of those years, they were #1 overall.
The Bulls leading by 3. Pass to Griffin. Inside. Withy gets the bucket.
Well, this is what Griffin gives you. Excellent vision, excellent decision-making with the ball in his hands.
And he comes up with the deuce.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Barton outside. The shot's good from Griffin. Griffin's got 8 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Got a piece of it. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And then Griffin with the dunk.
And the quickness of Griffin is so impressive. When the break is on, he uses it to burn the defense.
Here's Lynn. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnovers.
Well, that's what happens when you're aggressive on that end of the floor. They took a few chances and took control of the game.
Westbrook with it. Out guarded by Smart. To the left wing. Mirotic's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 5. Well, Greg, and really Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I'd just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, They decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. 4 on the clock. Down low. Griffin can't get it to go in. To the paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Chicago leading. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Back to Young. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Griffin. Sabonis with the steal. Westbrook with it. Back to Hernan Gomez. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Pass to Sabonis. Over Cauley Stein. And again, it's Sacramento converting. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation.
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Lynn with the steal. Uncovered. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And this team trusts Lynn to play within the offense. He's very good at taking high-quality shots.
Oh, that's a nice look. Recognizing he had the opening to make the entry pass.
And so here's Sacramento. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Burks. The rebound by Withy.
I'm sure he'd say to himself, no excuse for missing that shot, even when it's such a clean look.
And here are the Bulls now. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Withy gets the bucket.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
The Kings trailing. They double him with Matthews. A shot by Burks. Nobody around. Back to Lynn. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
Just 5 to shoot. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Olynyk. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
Well, you know, I know this. The city of Sacramento supports and they live and die with their king. I mean, the team came within a hair's breadth of moving. Let's remember that. And for the fans, pride and relief that they prevailed.
From deep. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch. Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And with the construction of this stunning downtown arena, the Kings' future in Sacramento etched even more permanently.
Yeah, even as the team has struggled for wins, but for the fans watching their team suit up, you know, the hope of having a good team in this state-of-the-art arena is a victory in itself.
Chicago with the ball. It's a close game here in Chicago. And here's Matthews for the three. And Kenneth Faried pulls it down. Pass to Burks. Back to Lynn. And here is Olenek, defended by Jones. Here's Lynn. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Olenek with the steal. Back to Lynn. .103 left to play here in the half. Olenek. And that misses badly. Air ball. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
The offensive arsenal of Griffin, so dangerous, especially when it seems he can't miss from anywhere.
Basket counts.
Man, this thing is just going back and forth tonight.
Each team is stepping up, rising to the challenge. Yet another rule change.
Now here's Griffin. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. It's blocked.
Oh, and he's the rare player with a shorter arm span than his height. I mean, Olenek is still going to get his share of blocks.
And the Kings making a change here. 26 seconds left in the first half of the game. Oh, Faried in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. And he's good on the three ball.
The first thing that jumps out at you about Young, that seemingly limitless shooting range and the spacing that affords for this offense.
It's all time. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So the Kings call timeout. They're first. See, Webb, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle them?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through my mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back?
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
What an athlete this guy is. Griffin making dunking look so easy.
And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. It's tipped. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
And Sacramento has possession. Trailing by 2. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Mirotic gets the bucket. Mirotic has got 6 points.
Mirotic gets so high off the ground. It doesn't matter if you get a hand in his face. He still sinks these tough shots.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Westbrook with it. Now defended by Cauley-Stein. To the paint. Back to Westbrook. Clock at 6. The Kings need to get off a shot here. He gets that one. Sabonis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Gomez in the corner. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. To the middle. Booker in the corner. Pass to Sabonis. For the three. Westbrook, no good. Chicago leading. But they'll get another chance. Young outside. Oh, Griffin in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the athleticism of Griffin, just remarkable. He's fantastic at using his elevation on the glass.
Pass to Westbrook. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
He even knew he wasn't in good position. He tried to slide himself into a better spot. The official wasn't having it. Well, the Kings, they're trying to create some continuity. I mean, the coaching and the front office positions are now signed through 2020. They say there's a unified vision. We're getting back to the playoffs.
Got a piece of it. Westbrook with the steal.
Oh! Come on. Did you see that? Did you see that?
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
To the inside. Withy gets the bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's Barton with the drive. And Barton is going to throw it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And boy, when you think about what the Bulls were in the 90s, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Rodman, I mean, a group that can suffocate you on both ends.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Jones over to help. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Olynyk's got 7 points. And Chris, talking about the Bulls dynasty, some people feel it was the greatest of all time.
That's a tough question. You got Russell Celtics, Duncan Spurs, the Lakers Showtime. Let's include the Warriors of today. I really don't argue about it because, they can't go head-to-head, unfortunately.
And so Lynn will bring it up for Sacramento. A 2-point game.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guy.
Barton outside. 6 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And last season, the Bulls were very perimeter-oriented on both ends of the floor. Offensively, top 10 in threes. Defensively, dead last in block shots.
And the Bulls also had trouble last year getting to the foul line.
Well, it's because their primary scorers were largely jump shooters. I mean, very little back-to-the-basket offense and not enough driving to make up for it.
Pass to Olynyk for the lead. Chicago with the ball. The lead is 2. Here's Barton, defended by Lynn. Here's Barton. Withy down low. Goes back up. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Burks on the wing. From past the arc. The shot off that time. So the Bulls will take it the other way. Here's Barton. It's good. Barton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage. More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Arcidiacono. And here's Olynyk from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Olynyk's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Kings. Outside, Jones. It's Matthews on the wing. It's Matthews on the wing. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trail by 4. Burks. Dives for it. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
Talk about ugly. I mean, no pressure being put on him, and he sails the pass right out of bounds.
12 seconds left to play in the third. Booker in the corner. Kept alive. Monroe. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul goes against Chicago. The Kings have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Arcidiacono. Pass to Monroe. Young with the steal. And here we go. Griffin heading to the hoop. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
You know, after the pick, good job igniting the fast break. Young is a catalyst in so many ways.
Here's Anunoby. Here's Monroe. Pass to Anunoby. Griffin with the steal. To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Anunoby. And he jams it with authority.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, guys. I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling. It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Here's Arcidiacono. And he hits it to tie the game up. Anunoby's got 5 points now this quarter.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, you might expect one team to go on a run, but this could come down to the wire.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jim Boylan was going over with his team. He told them that for now, they have to back off of the three-point line. He said, we don't have to just shoot threes. Let's get the ball in tight for some high percentage looks inside the paint. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And that's the advantage of having a lead guard who can both pass and shoot. Young draws attention and takes advantage of a poor rotation defensively.
Down low. Outside, Smart. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Mirotic. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Even as the team rebuilds, business booming for the Kings. Chris, ticket sales, sponsorships, you name it.
Well, the fans are doing their part to make this team a winner. You can bet that.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls.
A big problem for the defense inside. I mean, once Griffin gets established, he's comfortable shooting the ball.
Westbrook surveying the D. It doesn't go for him. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him. Now, here is Young. Inside. And stolen by Mirotic.
Love when guys are alert and aware on doing a great job to prevent the entry pass.
Chicago trailing here. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And showing why he's considered a leader. Griffin wants to be the guy taking these important shots.
Sabonis, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Griffin's shot is off. Now Westbrook. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Pass to Sabonis. Now Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Back to Sabonis. Releases. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago calls timeout.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Outside Matthews. Inside. And it's Kenneth Faried with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making a switch here. Now off the inbound. And it's Griffin getting it to go. Griffin's got 16 here in the second half.
That's just freakish athleticism by Griffin, carving into the defense with such ease and precision.
Back to Mirotic. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Mirotic has got it all tied up now for Sacramento. Griffin down low. Back to Cauley Stein. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Faried. Good defensive work there by Young.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
And here is Cauley Stein. Passed in Waba.
Guys separate themselves by how they perform in clutch situations. Give this man his props.
And it's still within reach.
Yeah, but they're going to need everything to go their way. And Cauley Stein's teammates want him to take these shots. I mean, because they believe in his shooting ability.
What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Outside Mirotic. Oh, good with the triple. Chicago with the ball. All going up court. Matthews, no one around him. Oh, no good. Over to the wing. Here's Mwaba. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And here's Young from the arc. Bullseye!
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
And a timeout called by Dave Yeager. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, you need the three here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do